Hey, what's going on, YouTube? So, couldn't sleep last night, and what do you do when you can't sleep? You just get back in the lab, get back into it, and look for numbers for the upcoming season to bet on, right? Exactly. So, let's go and let me present what I found. I found this a couple days ago. I have other information that I didn't present yet, but this is the one that I think is most important. For instance, Arizona. Let's talk about height. Does height play a role into betting on some of these NCAA basketball games? And yes, as you can see, all the teams in green have, I believe they were 25 wins, had 25 wins. The teams in yellow had 20 plus wins. So they might have had 20 or more wins, but the ones in green definitely made a difference. And as you can see, going down the list here, Duke, Wisconsin, Texas Tech had a good record. Boise State had a good record. Davidson, they had a good record. So teams in green, oh, and that's the above average mark with the light blue. Teams in green had 25 plus wins. Teams in yellow had 20 plus, so under 25, but still 20 plus wins. And height plays a factor in betting in these upcoming teams. So if a team is taller, I'll definitely take that in consideration, especially if a team is extremely taller. Now, I still have to make a couple comparisons between extremely tall teams versus extremely short teams and see what is the percentage of that. But I feel as though the probability of a short team winning, unless they do something different, let's say, for instance, if a short team is a slow pace, then that might play a factor, or a good shooting team. But that is definitely something to watch for. If a team is definitely taller and above average in height, that's an advantage. So we always want to look for advantages and edge going forward. Now, let's get into experience. Everything marked in yellow on this is 20 plus wins. So I didn't separate from 25 to 34. I did everything like 20 plus wins with experience. And come to find out, teams with 20 plus wins, there was 89 teams, and 37 of those teams, which is almost 50%, almost 50. I think that's like 43, 46 maybe. Almost half were above average in experience. Now, if you ask me, that plays a huge role in it as well. So almost 50% of teams that had really good records had above average in experience. So when you look at teams, you just don't look at stats. You look at height, you look at experience. That plays a factor. Also, let me give you this information as well. As you can see, we are in team rankings right now. And if you actually go into the option where they have odds history, you just got to go to betting odds, pull up odd history, and they'll give you the spread number that they're betting on. So, or should I say the percentage? So a couple numbers I'm looking at, like 13.5 throughout the history, 13.5. Now this is away in this section over here. This is home. So if you're an away team, it's 55.8% more likely to hit or cover this number. 55.8% if you're an away team. If you're a home team, it's only 48.5%. I believe I'm reading that right. Let me go back up. Covered percentage for homes, covered record, percentage. Okay, so yeah, more likely than not. And then this is the push right here in the middle. If there's a push, so basically it pushes if it's a tie. And just looking at the numbers going down, like, we can definitely give ourselves a bigger advantage. If we look at the stats, if we look at the records, if we look at the height and experience, we're more than likely to definitely give us a better advantage going forward. So that's just the information I have today. I know, again, I'm just going to bring up the fact that Julio Jones is not on the Tennessee Titans. I'm not sure if I said it earlier in this video or not, but if you see my last video, I said Julio Jones was on the team. It turns out they actually released him March 16th. So this is why I'm going through one team, and I'm doing research on one team at a time. And that is, yep. And I'm going to be doing the Tennessee Titans next, coming up with the number, evaluating the Tennessee Titans, evaluating their team, wide receiver cores. And I'm just going to tell you like this, I'm not liking Tennessee Titans to finish first in that division. I do like Indiana. Indiana has the better team in that division. So with that being said, watch for my next video Wednesday. I might put it out a little sooner. Definitely hit the bell icon and stay notified. Also, like, subscribe, share. Most importantly, bet wisely. I appreciate you guys. Later.